lack of respect from Vitality. That was always fun to watch as they get going, and I'm sure they will. Team Spirit cowering in the corner. They'll be starting on the T side, I would assume, which they will. And it's going to be 5 sets of Kevlar and maybe the straight-up B rush. We've been waiting for it all week long. Will they come through as Chopper to lead the way? They should be going into the Lion's Den here, boys, but they slow it right down. And we'll go back into the normal pace.
Okay.
And here we go.
It's boosted up for the early contest on lower tunnels, and actually the whole body of the assaults there, as I was going to hear a lot. Ear press to the double doors, tucked in on the corner, anti-flash. Inhuman reactions required to check that corner. Spance loses his head.
See how many players they had around middle there, and that's how they're able to continue to harass from the mid doors. Now they drop on back, they play it safe. They know that long is a possibility, but it's just Magic's down there and at range with the Glock. I wouldn't expect too much, but the timing of this short play, maybe I speak too soon, as the Suitor getting caught in transition, takes a silencer off, and now the B-bomb side is not open, but the door is ajar.
Yeah, and Apex, you want to try and give them that fight, and what is going on here? Three frags in favor of Vitality. Now the tides have turned.
Yeah, I'm not sure why the straight-up individual challenge was coming out of there from Apex, but ZywOo was finding some points of access, as he often does.
Run him down, Shox.
He does need to run him down, you're right. The fact he knows as a player towards top and middle should be getting in there quickly. Nice headshot. He's got the advantage here, but Shox, still a difficult shot.
Could he maybe?
Not enough time, no kit.
Waits for the push.
Oh,
calls it. Magix.
Did he? There's no way.
He didn't jump for the info. No, he's pushing in now. Oh, and he gets the shot. Shoxy, patience prevails. That is such 4D chess going on.
That's kind of wild that Shoxy wins it like that. The fact he's even sat there for what, like 6-7 seconds, just not even moving, not even active, and forces the hand of Magic's there. And he thought he would be defusing the bomb, comes out, bullet to the face. Classic Shox clutch there. 3 kills in total. Here are the odds from GG.bet. You can see Vitality heavily favored, especially after winning the pistol, I would say. Team Spirit will be forcing into the second round. You can see they've got an AK-47, 2 Kriegs, nice full buy, basically. Somehow.
Every time I see 3 rifles second round on it blows my mind.
I just balance with the budget AWP. I mean, the Scout in play, and then there's a Deagle for Magix, and they're even going to get a tank to kick things off. So couldn't be looking better for Team Spirit in round number 2.
Couldn't have been looking better for them in round number 1 halfway through, but Shoxy did manage to pull it back in favor of Vitality to get that 1 on the board.
Very quiet scenes here from Team Spirit, hoping to crack open the A side. They've only got 1 smoke and a couple of flashes to do so, though. Molotov available. First flash for the corner. No one there. They'll take 1 in response, and Chopper just firing off some shots. The bomb's actually towards B, bear in mind. And that's on the back of Magic's with a Desert Eagle, and this might be a little bit
terrifying. If he gets pushed.
He
gets the kill. Rifle delivery, immediately reacting. Of course, Apex is going to go down as well. And now a B wide open. They're going to have to save. And actually, Team Spirit, a almost flawless round. Did seem like a huge risk to have Magix so solo in the tunnels with his bomb on his back if there was CT aggression. Why were they counting on no CT pushes? Oh.
Well, apparently he was. He was ready for it. Wild blind, gets the 1 dig, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose. We are going to have 2... Well, I should say 2 round later. It's actually Team Spirit stealing that 1 away with Vitality having to save weaponry here. B bomb site completely shut down. Maybe before it was the A side attack. The flash towards short. That's why Masuta pushed in. He was flashed by Apex, to be fair, but both those players now sat on 0 and 2. And with no money as well. So they'll have to save these 3 rifles, 2 of which are FAMAS's, the M4 there as well. 1 kit available, and Team Spirit didn't give up a single player. You like to see that, and Magic's just confirming everything here, making sure that no one's going to be defusing at the last moments, and we will know 2-0. There we have it. It's 2-0. Why have I said that again? 1-1, and we're going to tie things up.
It's all right. It happens to all of us.
Okay,
he was full blind. I mean,
so I think that the flash wasn't as potent as what Apex was hoping. I was just having a look on Skybox, and it looked like he had a very set flash. He pushed himself onto the big box in the B bomb site. He lined it up, and he launched it out, but we can see from Magic's position just there, he was only flashed for a split second, which is normally just a blink and you miss it type of moment. And that's probably why he was able to get the opening frag just there.
All right, fantastic. Early utility invested to long. You see first the Molotov, then aid, then the smoke.
MP9's a classic weapon, but Apex yet to find a kill. Another default here from Team Spirit, and they are very well equipped here. Remember, saving 3 weapons in the previous round, Vitality will do what they can here. B bomb site was a bit of a nightmare before. They haven't mixed things up, so it's still Masuta and Apex towards B with the lesser weaponry. You think they've maybe changed the setup slightly with that considered. And it's going to be a B split potentially here with no smokes down, and he's in the open again. Masuta needs to get out of there. I feel this round is already done. I don't know how they defend this with Deagle and an MP9.
Good damage.
It's not bad. Finished off perhaps by some Apex chip damage, but no, it's the same scenario. B lost and 3 players saving. This has been the state of affairs so far. Spirit don't have to mix it up if it's working.
We saw this obviously last night with Fnatic, and they were just doing B rushes. They weren't doing anything as slow and methodical as what we're seeing out of Spirit, but we know how devastating losing that B bomb site can be, how difficult it is to retake that. I think we've kind of pushed that narrative home quite sufficiently this week. But there's a few ways that you can deal with it if you do lose the site. One is that you would hope that your teammates can at least give you 1 or 2 kills to work with. The second would be to be a little bit more, I guess, conservative with your utility, which they obviously didn't have too much of going into this round right here, but you need to set up some retakes, so a slew of grenades, maybe some form of a routine, you know, making sure you're smoking off the tunnels, you're always molotoving towards back of platform, molotoving onto the window, just so everybody knows when you are going for that retake that certain areas will be excluded. It's just that B bomb site has so many positions that you have to clear. It's never going to be an easy task, no matter how well drilled it is.
Well, Team Spirit taking the lead here on Dust2, and it's going to be the fast, long approach. Mir makes his way forward, but Shoxy is ready and waiting. The flashbang decent, though, as he falls back. Does go down to 74, but for now, a 5-on-4. It's going to be Vitality. Leaving 1 player in the pit, that's RPK. Maybe a contact sort of push from Team Spirit as they flash over. Sending 2 players out there. RPK just going to be trying to play off the corner, get a cheeky kill, fall back if he can. A flashbang for the teammate would be ideal. They just don't really have any utility whatsoever. Down he goes. Pretty common angle. Magic's pre-fires it.
Yeah. So long control gained. They've set themselves up with some Die Young responsible for the flank, and by that, Kara is a perfect position in order to keep his teammates safe from a CT locking the door behind them. He isn't going to wait too long before joining them, though. You can see that they're doing the... who do we give credit for doing that, actually? It was in Berlin Major, I believe.
Peeking over the car?
Jumping on each other's heads to peek the car. It was a CIS, I believe. Maybe a Vanguard again, but I think the smokes is enough for them. Saiwu for now. Oh my goodness, they're boosting shots in a very unique position. We'll see how that benefits them. I mean, not at all! Chopper's in the server. He's revving his engine. He's had enough. Lovely catch.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all, was it? The fact that he manages to find that boosted player in the form of Shox is everything. 3-1 now. As Vitality's woes continue, they do have enough for a bye here, but it'll be a scrappy one. This is their pick, currently 3-1 down, but lots of rounds to be played. Zaiwu holds the record of being the highest rated player of Dust2 of all time at big events with 1.29 and so 27 maps. There's no surprise, it really does suit his playstyles on AWPA. It's a very dynamic, aggressive map, but you can do pretty much anything you want. As long as you're hitting your shots, you can really dictate how the game is played. So for now, I just balance with the AWP, watching for players crossing over. No shots fired, and maybe a fast mid approach here with Mir leading the way with the Krieg and Chopper with the AK-47. They'll go for the mid doors, but they are going to make their way towards shore.
Looks like a bit of early utility. Utility going to be thrown towards A for the first time in a while, it feels. A lot of middle and B, and ooh, Apex gets caught, disbalance, connecting. This is getting a little awkward now for the Vitality CTs because Misuta is now all alone with only a FAMAS. Sure, some solo anchor play. Is he walking through that smoke? Oh dear.
This is the thing, like Apex was one of the individuals when the Vitality roster, when Alex was still on the team, that look, if with where Vitality's position before they made these changes, there was 2 players in my mind that were indisposable. Obviously, Zywoo was one, and the in-game leader of Alex, who was performing quite well in the fragging department, was the other. I think every other member of this Vitality roster, which would have been RPK, who obviously we've seen some good performances from, Shox and Apex, were all disposable. You could have thrown them all away and replaced them with anybody, and you could probably find a similar result. Now, that's obviously a very broad statement there, right? Pound for pound, these players are very experienced in a lot of ways there. But if you're looking at upgrading in terms of firepower, consistency, etc., on these last 2 maps, I'm going to try and hunt these guns down and take them out of Vitality's hands. We've noticed that Apex is the individual tasked with holding the bomb site with the youngster. Now, occasionally Apex's individual decision-making can be a little bit in question. He does get a little bit loosey-goosey. And now that he'll be playing a site where he needs to be entrusted with holding the hand of the new boy, you would maybe want one of your safer pairs of hands to be showing him on through. Now, who would you put him with?
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you take a look at what the cards you've been dealt in this team, I mean, giving it to the new in-game leader perhaps is a good combination.
Can micromanage him easier in that way, and he can groom him in the way that he needs, you know, to be able to use him in the team going forward. So maybe that coaching, in-game leading, and new player connection could be what they're looking to make the most of here. But it just would add a lot of pressure if Apex gives away many opening kills like he just did in that last round.
Yeah, unfortunately for Misuta and Apex, they're both on 0 kills, right? And 0 assists, so haven't really done much, but Zywoo, he normally does. And that's going to be 2 quick frags there with the M4, actually 3 in total. As we'll see, Magic and iDisbalance now trying to recover the situation. They've got time to do so. AWP with all the utility required as well behind it. And here comes the Krieg as well. So up towards shore, they're going to rely on the AWP pick. Zywoo is low. He's on the A side for now and just holding the ramp up against an orb, surely. He'll be taken down, but for now, they're just biding their time. The smokes will be deployed, flash over as well. Zywoo ready to dodge it. Molotov will be deployed towards the site.
Ooh, he eats up the flashbang, but he will hear the steps as Magix charges in to try and get that bomb down. Balance repositioning, and Zywoo bites his time for the trade. It's hard moving targets, and now a double puts it into an almost impossible task for the remaining Deagle players, Apex and Misuta. Not really much they can say or do. Early frags on long. I can't believe that of Zywoo's best efforts, he gets them 3 opening kills, and still not enough for them to convert. That's lovely. That's a little gift waiting for him, and long he's going to be able to take that all the way home.
That's going to help a lot. They've been struggling on that side of the map. He can play platform now with the Krieg and actually have a bit more tenacity on that side of the map. It really has been a bit of an... I'd like to get a Zywoo open B maybe for 1 round just to kind of mix things up, just because that's been such a nightmare on that side. Haven't seen many dynamic setups here from Vitality, to be honest with you, but Zywoo getting 3 big kills. Still not quite enough as we get into the next round here. It's going to be quite the considerable lead for Team Spirit.
Yikes.
5 in a row.
We're not seeing any AWPs out early here right now, so Vitality are having a tough time being able to control the flow of the play. They can't really dominate any areas, even with just the fear of the big green, but as I say that, Zywoo's going to have it on his back.
It's time for Misuta and Apex to get a frag. I don't want 2...
Between them. One between them.
Just 2 secret agents would not be cool. I'm fine with 1. I don't mind one James Bond, but... Ooh, Shoxy starting things off for Vitality positively. Disbalance gone. Chopper catches a nade, but they aren't going to slow down just yet. Tucking in on short rather early. Bombs behind them as well. And 1 just going to be responsible for the tunnels push. That's Magic's job. He's stamped in his card and he's ready to begin. Through middle. This is where they've previously found a lot of success, but now Shoxy is in support. Tucked in on CT, and Apex dying immediately. Feels like Groundhog Day. Every time they come out middle, Apex is the first to fall. Now Misuta with his upgraded rifle can't do anything.
Oh, wow. This is very efficient stuff here, but Zywoo now in the 1 versus 1. The bomb is down towards middle. Incendiary towards double doors. The mind games can begin at this stage. Where does Chopper position himself? HP not a massive factor considering he's up against the sniper here.
Lots of time as well.
Plenty of it. 1 flash for Zywoo, defuse kit there as well. No utility for Chopper as he holds onto the Krieg. ZywOo just going to be holding towards the car for now. You can see the bomb on the right-hand side of his screen. So looking for player crossing over, but he's actually gone towards the B side. So he can go through window, recover the bomb, plant it in B, and be completely safe here. So ZywOo is going to be on the back foot from the very get-go. It's a good call to grab the bomb in this manner.
Yeah, 30 seconds as Chopper does get his way down to retrieve the bomb. I'm guessing ZywOo doesn't have the info on the bomb's location.
No, he does.
He does?
He does. He knows the bomb's out, so he's hoping he comes across mid-doors to pick it up. But he's actually salvaged it from the window. That's why he's repositioning now, knowing the time remaining suggests he's going to be making it towards B.
He's now pieced it together. The retrieval process has gone from another route, and now with a flashbang, Chopper might want to use that to cross over. Oh, he just chose to leap of faith across towards Tons. I don't know if he spotted ZywOo though.
I don't think he'll expect this blind spot. There's no way he thinks he's crossed.
He's checking close corners. Where's Chopper right now? Still just tucked in on Tons.
He's gone for that difficult plan to defend here, but, well, that's not bad at all. The shot from Chopper, excellent work, and it is going to be 6-1. ZywOo can't find in the first gun round out of this point. They managed to win the pistol, but it's been a nightmare ever since. Team Spirit back into this series now. US Air Force tactical timeout called by Vitality, of course. Not looking too good on their CT side. It's Masuta and Apex still yet to find a frag in B.
That is very worrying, right? Not only that, if you look at their ADR that we have displayed and available for you, Masuta sitting there on 26 and Apex on 16, RPK with 27 to his name. They're not having any impact on this game at all, and some of these rounds have been close, which means the only two contributors are ZywOo and Shox. 9 kills for ZywOo, 6 kills for Shox. They're the only ones putting up a fight right here. This is quite a clear reason as to why Vitality don't have more than one round on the board.
Do you mix up the B hold, or do you just keep it going? You know, just like do better is the conversation.
I think do better is the conversation. Yeah, you know, if you pull the faith out of those individuals right there, then you're going to have a hard time. But if they can't get anything on the board within the next gun round, and it is just another mid to B or B hit, at that point, somebody has to show them how it's done. Maybe move ZywOo over there to hold that part of the map on his own. I'm not quite sure what the answer is, because if you're just not making the kills, that's a whole different thing.
Lovely contrast to our first map. Competition rife here in Pro League, and Team Spirit 6-1 up on their T side here on Dust2. Looking promising for a 7th as well. Apex the only one with any sort of firepower. And he's currently representing the Secret Service. 007 license to kill. This is about his chance.
It's not looking too good. They have got Deagles ready and waiting towards A, but Team Spirit have been incredibly efficient so far. Same old smokes towards A, and how do you really defend them? Apex with the M4 does rotate in. He has got the grenade available. Have to be one hell of a grenade at this point. See if he can connect it. Oh, it does hurt.
It really does. Vanguard smokes in towards A. Will they follow through? They are throwing their Molotovs and flashes through these smokes. You can see how effective they are, closing that gap on the CTs, and only that one rifle. We've yet to really see too much of it. Good Deagle damage, but Apex would have to do a full ace with the preserved M4 at this point in time. Masuta falling, and yeah, not to be.
All right, I have faith, boys.
In
Masuta getting a kill.
Yeah, after such a show-stopping performance in the first map, you'd think he would be thriving.
I would actually attribute a lot of his early deaths in Apex 2 just to Magic's and some Die Young and their Krieg picks. Like, they were so fast up middle. Yes, of course, Vitality individuals just dropping off a little bit in comparison, but I do think it's actually also some Team Spirit fraggers who are just very comfortable on their on Dust2.
AWP's rattling off towards middle. Haven't even won the half yet. Still early days here for Team Spirit. Need to keep their foot on the gas. ZywOo holding towards shore this time. Very common angle for him with the M4 swinging around, and opening kill found, but an equal trade as well. It favors Team Spirit. As Shock's removed, ZywOo will have to fall back with the AWP after taking 25 points of damage. Now, this will be the old bait and switch, I think. A similar smoke they've been deploying towards A over and over again, and maybe into the B split. You can see Apex starting to move out of the bomb site itself, and Masuta still yet to get a kill. They'll both be set up here, leaving the bomb site open. If they do go towards B, they'll go for a retake setup, but really focusing towards middle right now as ZywOo brings the AWP through. Flash over, and doesn't connect.
He gets one now, pushing through the CT smoke just to keep them on their toes, but he knows what's going on. He's worked it out. Team Spirit, posture middle, hit A, and it's wide open. You can see RPK's deep on long. Bomb can go down for short here. Now, what on earth is the retake strategy? They have the numbers. 2 regrouping from long. This is going to be the pincer, a crab claw, closing in upon the 3 now remaining for Team Spirit. 2 from CT. 1 from CT, 1 from long. Chopper makes sure of that. And short work of this round. I think Apex has accepted his fate.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can bring that one up on Skybox, guys. I just think the timing of how they're trying to retake that bomb site is so off. The long players haven't even peaked and cleared top A, and they're already dying in CT spawn. So I'll see if I'll be able to show what I'm talking about for you guys.
For now, does keep hold of that CT Krieg, a very powerful resource. And you got it up.
All right, so that Molotov was in spawn. It forced them back. We can see the players waiting and posturing on the long corner here, ready. Now, the CT players want to throw a flash so that they can pick from long, but they shouldn't be facing just yet. Zywa's already released the flash and then re-picks here. So they're going to die. Trades are going to come out, and the long players need to be pushed up to about this position to be clearing above the spawn players before they can really even be thinking about trying to push up from this spawn ramp. So you can see how that all went wrong. Just not very good timing.
And it's also just a nice summary of timing. You don't always get to see it broken down in that kind of way.
Dear.
Look at Mir go. Mac 10, 1 minute 40 on the clock, and the B site is already flying the Team Spirit flag.
Oh, this B bomb site, they're not really changing the setup though. That's the problem. It's the same thing over and over again, and they're wondering why it's not working for them. The Mac 10 goes in, punishes the fact there was a lack of resources there. They need to change the setup. The in-game leader needs to work out what's going wrong at this point. But this is the problem now. Now Team Spirit know they're in their heads towards B, and they're going to start just suggesting they're going to that side. They'll probably call a tactical timeout Vitality again. They'll start putting 3 players there. Then you just start rushing A again, and you've got them in your pocket.
Yeah, I would expect if they get those long spawns, Team Spirit should try and just go for a biff all in long, because exactly like Henry said here, the only way to deal with this is starting to hedge another individual over towards that side of the map. So normally what you do is do a 2-1-2 setup, something that we'd run a lot back in the day. But if you haven't been able to establish any dominance anywhere on the map, the Ts have no reason to start respecting your holds. And they have rounds to play with here. They've also built up quite a decent bank. If we take a quick look at the bottom right hand of the screen, you can see Chopper has 10K. You've got 15K for Idis Balance as he starts to invest. Sumda Young is already fully bought. He still has 11,000. They're good to buy for basically the rest of this half here.
Harrowing scenes for Team Vitality. In a stark contrast, a lot of expectations attached to them after such a dominant start to the series, but just a little shaken perhaps. And the Team Spirit T-side, I will remind you, Dust2 is innately T-sided. Especially since the inception of this weapon. Chopper giving me one of the many reasons as to why. Tapping in the doors and into B they go.
Oh,
no. The kill feeds.
They're not changing anything.
When are we putting the concede button in matches account?
I don't know.
Young even catches Zywu over the smoke. This is a dominance.
This is weird. Why would they not bring a Zywu over an orb just to kind of mix it up a little bit? Just anything. Yeah. They're getting locked out by the Krieg. They actually arriving in the bomb site after the Ts are in there.
Yeah, let's throw some incendiary. Let's smoke it off.
Very odd. Tactical timeout now.
Too late.
This is where Team Spirit said, right, they're going to start boosting the B defenses, and let's just rush long at this point. Yeah, this is a nightmare. I'm not really sure what's going on here for Vitality. Just crumbling. No one can hold on to the B bomb site. It is more difficult in this version of the map. The skybox is being open. I don't think it's been a massive factor. They've just been running in time and time again. The splits have been good. They've just been battering the money on that side of the map, and there's no kills found for Masuta. You can see, how are they in the site before the CTs have even entered? He's at the car before Masuta or Apex even got there.
How?
And he's got an MP9, so what was he up to before that?
Yeah. All right. 10-5? Could it be possible? Does anyone believe it?
Yeah, if you get the, I think in the 11-4,
double orbs are out.
Yeah, they could bring it back. So where does the orb go? So is it the same 2 players? It's Shock's going over towards B now. He's actually holding middle doors at the start of the round. So they are mixing things up somewhat. Yeah. So they brought
Masuta's still solo A. Solo B, excuse me.
Yeah.
But yes, Shock's this time in support, not Apex. Apex is taking his org to long.
I think Masuda's going to be very much in his head, right? This youngster, he's only 17 years of age and he's yet to find a kill. So his confidence is going to be at an all-time low right now. I'm not sure how they can reactivate him into the game. Someone needs to step up and give him a play to believe in.
Tight line help us out. Nade's great. Stands on it. Nose of Chopper and Mir.
So, good damage inflicted. Minute on the clock, the incendiary to be deployed momentarily. Same smoke, same procedure. What a workout once again. Zywoo with the AWP. Incendiary doing damage to Idis Balance especially. There's a smoke himself. Chucks out on the site. They use that to just look above this smoke.
And here comes the flood of players. Zywoo, what can you do to save your squad? Apex in support, Zywoo in the smoke, but they're right up close to him. He's got the bloody orb. This is not looking possible, but he's going to mantle perhaps as the smoke fades. What did you just do, young man? Double kill right out of nowhere, and now Apex on the site is going to find another. Just Magix on the site does find one, a second as well. Magix wants to keep this one safe, and now the spray's not bad. It's not bad at all. RPK down to just 10 HP, but Vitality finally break their CT silence.
Not the cleanest finish there, but what the hell just happened with that double kill? Was he in the smoke?
I've got it in Skybox right here, so just watch Zywoo. He's in the middle of the site right here, and I'm just going to rewind it just a quick little second.
They line up? Gandalf?
So, okay, they're running into site. He's stuck in this smoke. So once more, we can see him completely stuck.
Yeah, just stands up and no-scopes once. Is that what he did?
Yeah, he just shot and gets completely lucky. Kills the guy at Gandalf and kills the guy at site. So that was just complete luck by Zywoo.
Let's have a look.
Oh
Damn.
my God. Wow.
Well, he'll take him.
Yeah.
It's their second round.
They're rushing B.
Here we go.
Okay.
Can they get a kill? Masuda still on 0 and 11.
Dubstep, please. Oh, they're charging in. Already going to see the Incendiary going straight out. Mir flying in. Masuda needs his first frag. He can't. Instead, Mir's Mag 10 and they've lost the site. I hate to see it.
Yeah, can't even go for the round now.
Just like that.
Yeah,
Did we not learn anything from what happened with the Fnatic game? The way that the adjustment came on in, as soon as the rush nades came through, it was double nades, it was Molotovs, it was everything to slow them down in that choke point right there. I'm not sure why Vitality thought they would shy away from B. They've had success there all throughout the game. The reason of leaving the rookie on the bomb site on his own, he has yet to find a kill. I just mentioned his confidence would be an all-time low. How do you think he feels now? He's getting isolated. He's getting left alone. No one's there to help him. No teammates there to back him on up.
And he's probably not feeling too confident to sit there and press the push to talk and say, excuse me, Apex, Shox, world's best player and player that's played this game longer than I've lived. Excuse me, could you help me?
Please?
You know, like that's not easy.
They're sending him to be over and over again. He is 0-12. Like, give the guy a break at this point. Like, how can we back him up? We have had the orb over there sort of one round. It was towards middle. Zywoo will survive towards a pit. We said 11-4 would be acceptable, I suppose. They have saved weaponry again. The double orb's been brought out, but they've really got to sort this issue out. They need to start just double HEing B at the start. They need to drop incendiaries. It's going to cost a lot of utility, but at least it will stop the rush.
You could see he did drop the incendiary just then, but they immediately extinguished it and followed that up with more flashes and nades following on through. Well, of course they're going to be able to do that, and they're going to be able to get the Dak out and spam it down mid-doors.
Henry, the first Dak of
2020.
2020.
Yeah, it's out. We are going to see that weapon have a resurgence, I think.
That's what they say.
Or a surgence in this case.
Well, look back to 2013. Gera was using it. It was a great time. We'll see.
RPK tempting fate on the jump across, but all good for now. Bomb was there.
At least it's not a B rush.
Yeah, but it doesn't even matter. Look at this. If they just go for a mid to B like they were doing in the earlier stages, look at how spread out the CTs are. There is no way that anybody on the A bomb site will be able to assist. They can maybe spam through the smoke. Zywoo is the one with the AWP. He can only shoot one bullet at a time. He doesn't even have a big spread on the weapon. Right now, if it is a mid to B, which luckily for Vitality, the bomb is outside long, it would be all over. That would be another round on the board for Team Spirit here, but they are going to be throwing some nades out this long door momentarily, I assume, unless they want to go completely dry.
It's never advisable, Chad. RPK could perhaps show why. Contact into the head of Magix. Will they be ready for Apex? He still stands his ground on that blue container. It's going to come down to timing and communication, and here we go. No one checks it, and Apex will get the double. Will he be able to pull them over the line? Disbalance traded as well, and therefore, with 20 seconds and the bomb, RPK's actually getting hunted from the other side of the map, and now tucking in himself on blue. A bit of a role reversal to keep this one afloat. 15 seconds. They do manage to catch a bullet into RPK. He's doing very well to rot the clock. They just have not got time. There is an AWP to retrieve on long. I wonder if they're going to go for it.
They're still going to make their way up to this side. They can't plant, but they might as well keep going. They've got so much money. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Try and remove some of these CTs.
Oh, he can't catch a break, bro. He was flanking the guy.
He wanted the free kill, didn't he?
He can't catch a break.
He's not going to... He might finish on the Slayer here.
Oh, no. That was him on the pistol round when he pulled the silencer off.
He pulled the silencer off to start this game off.
0-13. You don't want to see this go down. What's he going to have in the final round?
Come on, Misuta. Come on!
Are they going to rush B? He'll get a drop as a FAMAS as well. They've hamstrung him going into the final round here. And for now, we'll see if they could find the fourth. It would be enough. Honestly, Team Vitality could still win this game as Sunday Young makes his way towards the pits. We are going to see ZywOo just pluck him out as he jumps to the back there. Great shot.
Was he on top of the boxes just for that line of sight? Big energy from ZywOo.
Well, they're taking some initiative this time round, having Apex push and clear through middle. Masuda still unfortunately left to his own devices, but they found another one with the secondary AWP, and things are starting to look good for Vitality.
Yeah, promising round. Disbalance falling as well. Apex so pushed up. You can see Magic's just frantically trying to adjust his crosshair to react for the information he's being given. But Shox and that double AWP are continuing to connect. It's 2 for Shoxy, 1 for ZywOo on the Zoom bangers. And Mir, yeah, not much more he can do. He knows RPK's on the hunt. He does have a chance onto him, but there we have it. Vitality will get the 11-4 that's going to be, in the words of Henry G, okay. It's workable, it's doable. We'll see if they can solve this riddle when we come back.
Shots in the man with the plot and we only go bombs away. Ain't no one protecting my mind as a weapon, that's why I'm a dominate. Taking advantage of every second, now I ain't got time to waste. They all tryna sign my name, they want me to sign my name. Counting the blessing while I count that in my winnings. We take 50s and 100s and throw them up to the ceiling. Everything I envision, not everybody gon' witness. Only difference between us is I ain't stop till I finish, I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. I always wanted the world, I wanna conquer the world right now. I feel on top of the world, I feel on top of the world right now. Embrace your destiny, slay your enemy, raise a legacy. No more apologies, trust your abilities, gather the energies. Pull yourself back together and staying off track forever. Child of the nation, we'll seek redemption, time for salvation. Today is meant to be day of victory, time for history. Reverse the tendency, fight the entropy, channel your rivalry. You're praying for fortune to come, you're hearing the sound of the drums. It's too late to backtrack, go back your back now. Keep your feet on the road and stand up. You've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out, out. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Give all you got, show them how to make a miracle. Stand up, you've got what it takes to fight back. Don't stop until you black out. Give all you got, show them how a star. They waiting for you, take aim, shoot your arrow. It's your time to shine, show them who you are. Stronger, gotta go faster, gotta get better, gotta work harder. It's fun.
Now this is getting interesting. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you have missed it, we've got a series that has got our analysts scratching their heads. Team Spirit fall flat on their map pick, and then when it looked like it was all said and done, when it looked like it was just a formality of Vitality converting their map pick, that happens. By that, of course, referring to the top of the screen, 11 rounds on their T side. Team Spirit looking very, very promising.
Counter-Strike is a cruel mistress at times, and Masuta now has learned how it feels to go 0 and 14.5. We've all been there before. It's not a good feeling, but you've got to pick yourself up, dust yourself down, get back in the server, and show the world what you can do as we get into the second half now. He said 4 rounds was enough, and I stand by that statement. I'm going to put my reputation on the line here, Chad, and say Vitality, pull this back, and we're going 2-0.
Well, hopefully Masuda can get a kill. That's the only thing I'm worried about right now, as I can only imagine how the poor rookie must feel in this moment.
Here we go.
That's a start. We're off on the car. They're going to all peek at once.
No,
he did very well to avoid all those bullets. He's taking pot shots. He's even hitting them. And Chopper's keeping him arm's length as well. Bodies littering the battlefield, and Shoxy's been thrust into a 1 versus 4. He does have a flash, but I don't know how far that's going to get him. Yeah, wild shots down range. Chopper finds a third. Disbalance. I want to give the credit to him because he was not afraid when he saw 4 Ts show face on long.
Yeah, as soon as he started peeking from the car position, it just looked too good because you obviously can't spam him down with the Glocks there. He's got teammates backing him up from A as well. You can just duck and weave, go for the quick 1-taps, and he does manage to obliterate them here. Chopper backing him up. You can see all the aggro towards the cars. They have to get close to even try and take him out of that position, and they know it. It was great stuff. We've got Overpass next, which could be likely after that pistol victory. Has to be the force buy for Vitality for now. Desert Eagles, PD50s, few smokes, few flashbangs, and maybe just a B split. We will see where the bomb heads up. It's currently in lower B.
Vitality has this classic anti-eco they like to do, but that would require them getting close mid-control here, and unfortunately that's not even going to be an option for them as they get mowed down before they could even start initiating. Chopper continuing this rampage. We haven't seen much from him up until this point in the Pro League, but now he's starting to come online. RPK, after that frag, will find himself in a 1-on-2. And the big play from the big man could set Vitality up here.
He does need to deliver if they're going to stand the chance. I mean, it's the force buy. So not only if they lose this round, it'll be 13-4. They'll be full eco in the next round. It's pretty much going to be 14 on the board here, but it doesn't look good. Didn't commit. Down he goes. He's going to come swinging, and that's going to be a decent recovery from RPK to potentially salvage the frag, but didn't happen. And we've gone 0-15 for Masuta. Just no Chopper. Aggressive, of course, towards short. No problem at all, it seems. Just mowing them all down. This was the force buy.
Is this where I come in and say in the pre-show for this match, I said it was going to be closer than what most people think, and I can gloat and I can be like, I was right. Yeah.
And predictions are the only way to judge an analyst.
That's the way it's done right there.
So like I said, full eco now. Has to be the perfect game from Vitality at this point. Overpass written all over the walls of Dust2.
They don't really give us a lot to analyze with a quick game. So when we come back and we do the post-map segment, it's like, oh, there wasn't any like pivot rounds or, you know, we can't even look at what were they doing wrong. They weren't getting kills.
Well, yeah, that's kind of the bottom line, isn't it? Why couldn't they hold B? Because they couldn't kill them.
Yeah, you got to shoot people to get the frags.
Okay.
Well, they've got the opening kill here. That's something.
It certainly is something.
It's got an MP9 now. They've got a Desert Eagle, but no armor, no nades on top.
That's even more. In fact, building upon this, they get Zyro on an M4 no less, and he's swinging out with the bomb. He's going to drag his teammates into the fight as well, but looks like Mira and Magix are going to be having no issues keeping this one tidy in the end. 3 people even, in fact, joining the fray. RPK, does manage to take Mira down.
But the bomb in its current location suggests he won't be winning this one. Oh dear. First of the season. Happens every now and then.
You can show us if you want. We're sitting here not looking very pretty. This is how we look when the lights go off. We're just, we're gremlins. But ladies and gentlemen, it's a technical issue. If you haven't worked that one out, we're back.
Bang.
Quick as that.
There he goes, go down.
Luckily, we didn't miss a crazy clutch from RPK. Oh, plug the mouse in. There it is. All connected now.
I haven't heard that noise in a while.
Yeah. And we're all reset. Everything's back up and running.
All right, come on, Masuda. You need one kill, bro. You
yeah,
can
don't
walk
finish.
away
Don't.
from this.
Not in your first few weeks, you're being a big name in the scene.
You don't want a donut. That's what nobody wants. No, not at the moment.
No one wants a donut. I mean, that would be something that I wish the HLTV page, the fictional one you created, chat, existed, Henry.
How many players went without a kill in a game?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I might show up.
The wall of shame.
Yeah, some would call it the wall of shame. Some would call it the donut gallery. Lots of options.
So, we don't have the first kill from him just yet. We are going to be finding a couple of kills, though, for Vitality. Down, but certainly not out. Disbalance, though, looking to change things up here with the AWP towards the car. You'd have thought after the first map performance, this would be a foregone conclusion. But Molotov in. This is going to be Disbalance uncomfortable now. Takes a lot of damage. Misuta, there's a low HP player towards car. Keep spamming, kids.
It's Disbalance, though. He did well with the pistol. They know where he is, and they have no reason to rush this. Sai Wu will take the kill. Sumdai Young left in a 1 versus 5. Where is Masuta? He's heading towards the A site. Alongside his comrades, just going to be that loose thread of Shox who's going to be lurking around the B site.
Yeah, we weren't super impressed with his lurking on Nuke, if I do remember, Henry. I know that we were talking about it when we saw that going on down earlier in the week. It just felt like when everybody else on the team got shut down, it was just Shox left on an island. But I suppose that is that's the double-edged sword of being a lurker, right? If your teammates can't find any access into a bomb site, you're left with nothing to do.
That's why the quote-unquote lurker role is kind of going out of fashion. It's a kind of an old-school setup, and that's why players like Shox have dropped off, because it doesn't really work that much anymore. I feel like with the fast-paced fragging game of CSGO now, you're better off just like what we saw NIP doing earlier. Sure. There's 4-man wolf pack, and then you've got someone watching for the flanks, the extremities, but you don't necessarily want the old school lurk anymore. It doesn't seem to be that powerful.
Too predictable these days.
It is like, especially some of the names, you're just like, okay, well, if it's Shox and it's a couple of players left, and this over there, Shox is probably doing this over here.
Anticipate or just stay a little longer. Will preserve his weapon. Sumdai Young, and actually, to be fair, despite the scoreline, it is going to be a punishing loss for the CT economy. We're talking of the scores. You can see Masuta 0 and 17. Taking a quick stock as we get everything shaped up. Chopper as well, I want to give some shout-outs to him because he has come into the second half with back-to-back triple kills. It was the pistol round and then held down on that force buy as well. He picked up a huge start in order to secure map 2.
Well, we'll see whether Vitality can keep their head above water here. There's a stab in spawn, or was that on the cross?
On the cross,
on the cross. It makes more
yeah.
sense. It is Dust2. I was about to say that seems a bit too much. And there it is. It's going to be a successful tag with the AWP from Zaiwu. Sumdai Young will be taking out a 47. Shots from the Krieg, just trying to find the head there. Not going to quite connect. That's going to be Magic's waiting with the MP9. Slow approach here, and the B push is coming in. Mir to lead the charge, RPK. Not the best position for multiple frags. Nails the first one, but maybe traded out. Remember, he's low, Sumdai Young, and he knows it. He has to fall back here.
Yeah, but that is going to get the CTs a little hot under the collar to try and support him. They don't know what's around this corner. They do not know what lies within the tunnels other than RPK, and now they're seeing Apex as well. Magix wins that duel with an MP9.
How was Apex blind then?
Good question. Let's dive into Skybox while I see if he's going to do it again. Magix. My goodness. And another one for Magix with the MP9. He's beating a full buy with a SMG. His weapon costs half of theirs and yet still flourishing in this round. And such a crucial one, of course, for Team Spirit if they want to find the third map of play.
Yeah, well, Zaiwu's the man you want alive in these situations, and I suppose the Shox of old is also going to be part of that, but they've got their back turned.
Ooh, it doesn't look good, Chad. Zaiwu can pull off some absolutely crazy plays, but this one is not going to be one of those. With 0-17 from Masuta, that's pretty much the only interesting storyline in this particular map now, as Vitality is getting ran over. Chad, what's this?
Check this out, boys. So Apex died to this MP9 from Cat. He calls for a flash from a teammate at the same time as Magic's on the catwalk position will also flash here. So maybe I've gone back a little bit too far. Let's see if we can find the right timings here. Smoke lands, and both flashes from both sides come out, and that's why Apex and Lower Dark completely blind and gets taken on out.
If
So
you're
we get
watching
back to the
Zywo's POV and you're wondering what was going on there, he is spotting for the fast doors to lower push from the CTs. He doesn't have to actually hold his weapon out. You can see he's just got his knife. It's just to call and communicate so that the player can and will react should they spot it.
10 rounds in a row required. See what can be done. They've lost the first pick. Shoxy has been taken out of the equation. Apex will be holding towards middle, and unfortunately there's 2 CTs with scoped weaponry, including the Krieg. This could be it. Basota goes down. That's it. 0 and 18, chaps. Yeah, I guess you have to have it once in your career. Get it out early. And it's going to be a 16-5 scoreline there. Team Spirit dominate in the second map. The pick